Alright, hello everyone, and this is another 1v1 matchup between Th000 versus Yumiko. This time on, I believe this is Amazonia. We have Yumiko spawning on the top right-hand side of the map as the white human player. Meanwhile, on the bottom left-hand side, we see Th000 spawning as the purple undead. Undead versus human here on Amazonia. Now we'll see what's going to go down here in game 2. So far, Th000 taking a very commanding lead, and I think Yumiko not getting up his second heroes or getting those other heroes earlier really hurt him in the long run, as Th000 was just able to just continue to move around and play his game very effectively early on. Now, we'll see what the strategies will be. I do believe that both of these players are from the same team, so they perhaps practice against each other quite often. Now, let's take a look at the strategies. Scout farm now being placed down off over here. We are going into a tomb of relics. A tomb of relics now being placed down as well. We are going to be getting that altar of darkness with a death knight already being trained as the game does get underway. We are going into an archmage first, so a little bit more of a traditional build, as opposed to trying to go for that early Mountain King. That early Mountain King harassment just didn't do enough damage, as that Goblin Zeppelin actually got shot down and really put Yumiko behind. And then I think that was just a tipping point of where things went poorly for Yumiko. A note to self, don't drink ginger ale right before you start casting. Alright, Acolyte now wandering around over here. We are going to see a Footman now make his way out, perhaps get some easy damage onto that Acolyte. The Acolyte wants to keep track of what hero will be coming out of there in order to know what to expect. Acolyte just wandering around still. The Acolyte should be coming back around, waiting for the hero. If it is a Mountain King, it will instantly kill it with a Stormbolt. Otherwise, if it's an Archmage, it will just be ignored, and it most likely will just be ignored. Getting in a little bit of damage. Oh, wait, no, is it going to actually be enough? Acolyte down to 36, and it looks like the Acolyte does get taken down. Archmage doesn't get any of the experience, and now Lightning Shield on the Archmage in order to deal some easy damage to the rogues, but wanting to make sure that the Lightning Shield doesn't actually deal the killing blow. Militia gonna finish off this over here. Meanwhile, we are seeing a Death Knight make its way over a Death Coil onto a Footman. Not quite sure what that was about. An early Death Coil, perhaps. He doesn't care about the early mana all that much, but he did reveal his opponent, or reveal to his opponent, what the early ability was. We now see a rogue come in, and oh, the Water Elemental down to 19 hit points. Oh, the Death Coil does get the kill steal, though. A beautiful kill steal, I might add, as that will... Oh, and another kill from the Apprentice Wizard. Wow. So really, Yumiko getting very unlucky, unable to get to level 2, as a kill steal from the Apprentice Wizard and a kill steal coming in from the Death Knight, keeping that Archmage at level 2 for a little while longer. It may not have that big of an impact, but then again, not having Brilliance Aura for about 10 to 15 seconds could mean that you don't have mana later on for a Water Elemental. So we'll see what the strategy will be coming in. Now Skeletal Minions looking to push back all of these Footmen once more. The Footmen do not want to engage against Skeletal Minions. Going up against anything with time, life, always very risky. As now we're going to see the Death Knight now look to come in. Militia now making their way over. Yumiko looking to creep out the north. And I really feel that Samdan or Th000 has the advantage in this matchup, because he knows all of the creep timings. We're going to see the Water Elemental now try to battle it up here. The problem with the Death Knight here is that it cannot do a kill steal with that Death Coil onto these Rock Golems. They are spell immune. And with that, obviously, they cannot take damage from Death Coil. There we go. We see a Death Coil, but what was it on? I'm not 100% sure. It could have been a Footman, or perhaps it could have been something else, as we now see the Rock Golem down to 268 hit points, and the Water Elementals are looking to try to finish it off. The Death Knight now looking to try to come in, and what is going on here? Militia, Death Knight now down to 145 hit points. Another Death Coil, but the Footman still somehow stays alive, finally getting taken down there. As the Crypt Fiend comes in for the kill. Now the Militia and the Footmen are going to finish off the Rock Golem. Level 3 now on that Archmage, picking up a Wana Mana Stealing, and also, Wana Mana Stealing and a Tome. We perhaps may get a Scout Farm being built here as well. No, it is going to be a Scout Tower and an expansion coming in from Yumiko, as Yumiko wants to get the economic advantage. Death Knight now sitting at level 2 tech advantage, definitely in favor of Th000, though, as Th000 should be able to set up a slaughterhouse and also get up that Lich in just a matter of seconds. Footmen now making their way down, And we see some crit fiends hanging around at the tavern. Is it going to be a tavern hero? Is the question. Now, Death Knight with Unholy Aura now looks to come in. Water Elemental is dropped. Skeletal Minions now coming in as well. Is the Death Knight going to pick up a Tavern Hero? It does not look like it. Both sides still battling it up. And one Skeletal Minion does go down. And now, yes, it is going to be a Naga Sea Witch. So a Naga Sea Witch comes out and now getting some slow damage onto the Archmage. And now it looks like it is going to be some early pressure. That's what you want to do with the Naga Sea Witch. Lay down that pressure, as it looks like they're going to be going after the expansion before it is up and running. Militia now coming back around. They're going to be trying to protect that Arcane Tower over here. What the Crypt Fiends now looking to take down the Town Hall. Footmen are there as well. Naga Sea Witch, there's an Arcane Tower. One Arcane Tower is going to make all of these Skeletal Minions pretty much useless now. As all of these peasants now trying to rebuild that town hall, or build that town hall for the first time. 2 level 2 water elementals still wandering around here. Skeletal minions gonna be able to take down perhaps a couple of these peasants, maybe one more at the most. Nope, no more at all, but the damage was still dealt. And now Crypt Fiend, what is going to be going down? Slippers of Agility, continuing to try to creep out another 5-3-3 creep camp. And whenever you can fight with home field advantage, why not do exactly that? Naga Sea Witch not really benefiting from the home field advantage at all. Doesn't regenerate more quickly on Blight. But then again, that Naga Sea Witch did deal a little bit of damage here. Naga Sea Witch still sitting at level 1. Could get to level 2 momentarily if it's able to take down this Renegade Wizard. Low hit point Crypt Fiend now in trouble. Is the Water Elemental going to be able to get off the shot? Down to 34 hit points. No, not enough. Naga Sea Witch doesn't get the experience because the Death Knight came in a little bit closer. And now Archmage sitting at level 3, buying Boots of Speed, getting the Tome of Agility. And what is he going to be doing next? We are still at Tier 1. We are at Town Hall. Town Hall at both of the locations. No tech to Tier 2. The Archmage really doesn't have a transition. It doesn't really have a follow-up to what's going down here. Meanwhile, Th000, with Slaughterhouse Obsidian statues and perhaps even a tech to Tier 3, will have an even better follow-up. And it's really going to be a game of Yumiko trying to play defense and then perhaps banking a lot of resources to go into perhaps Griffins. Griffins do work out fairly well. The only problem with Griffins, though, is that they cannot fight against destroyers. Destroyers are magic immune. That is the one problem there. Rifleman could be the counteract to that, as we now see the Archmage still wandering around. Picks up a Slippers of Agility, some easy items. And now, picking up a Goblin Sapper. So Goblin Sapper now going to be perhaps making its way in. Is the Goblin Sapper going to get focused down? This could be huge. One Goblin Sapper can take down a lot. Oh, nope. One Goblin Sapper can take down multiple Ziggurats here, but not that brilliant of a play. Meanwhile, we see a repairing Goblin Shredder now looking to come in. The Goblin Shredder does deal a lot of damage to these Crypt Fiends, as they are normal or medium armor. And now one Arcane Tower does go down. 2 more Guard Towers are up, but this is not looking good for Yumiko. Yumiko now just trying to put in pressure instead. There are a lot of Nerubian Towers up, a lot of slow damage to be had. No Ziggurat. And now in comes, what is this? A nice pickup by the Goblin Zeppelin to prevent this one Goblin Shredder from getting taken down. Another pickup once more, as now we see that the Death Knight is kind of stuck in the back of the base. Goblin Shredder is still getting picked up and dropped down to deal a lot of damage. This is just a really weird situation, as the Goblin Shredder is the main source of damage. What is going to go down? The Death Knight down to 73 hit points. Is it going to fall? No. Level 3 after the Goblin Shredder gets taken down, and now we'll scroll a Town Portal out. Beautiful play by Th000, as Th000 was able to force the Town Portal back, get to level 3, take down the Goblin Shredder, and then simply retreat, really not taking that much damage. Overall supply, 45 over 50, 32 over 48, and you got to remember, on top of that, Yumiko has spent a lot more resources, and he has a lot more peasants than he has armies. So there is not much of an army standing for Yumiko at all. And now in comes the Crypt Fiends. We do have a keep now operational. And if you guys didn't know, any new town hall that you build cannot call to arms. That's why you see the upgrade, the keep over here. Now both sides can call to arms, both at the main base and this one over here. Death Knight now trying to wander back around. And we can see some ivory towers now being placed down. Hopefully going to be able to do a lot of the defense here. That's exactly what Yumiko needs. Yumiko has the economic advantage, but he is now going to be giving his opponent the experience advantage. What is going down here? I'm not exactly sure why that person was pinging down over there. All right, so now we're going to see some Crypt Fiends still making their way back around and still battling it up. The Crypt Fiends are not going to be very effective against those Footmen, as those Footmen are in defend. And one Crypt Fiend apparently just not joining in on the fight, and that is the problem there. You always want all of your units in that fight there. So one Crypt Fiend, that is going to be a little bit of a mistake before Th000, but Th000, I think, has so much of an advantage, and apparently the people are thinking that Yumi's going to win. All right, so I have to disagree with you here. Th000 has two level 3, a level 3 and a level 2 hero. Archmage is at level 3. Mountain King is not coming in just quite yet, as now the Death Knight is backing off. You can see that there was a ensnare there, and now the double obsidian statues. Oh no, Mountain King is out. Okay, that changes everything. The Mountain King is now out, and the Naga Sea Witch is trying to get in some cold arrows, and oh no, the Naga Sea Witch is going to go down at level 2. All right, somehow those guys were able to look inside their crystal ball and see more of the game than I was, and here we go. So a continuing fight over here, Crypt Fiends, and this is an epic fight in the center. What is going on? Massive number of militia taking down Crypt Fiend after Crypt Fiend, now getting in a Stormbolt as well. And wow, that was huge. All right, another militia now swarm coming in. This Death Knight is in trouble. This is going to be a huge loss for Th000. And what is going on? Yumiko is coming in and just taking down all of the heroes here. And wow, what a great play by Yumiko. As now Yumiko pulling away. Level 4 on the Archmage, level 2 on the Mountain King. And wow, that was... Oh... okay, if you guys play a lot of WarCraft 3, you know how difficult it is to get off one surround. He surrounded the Naga Sea Witch, then surrounded 3 Crypt Fiends, then surrounded the Death Knight. And it was all within 2 minutes. So that mind is blown. That's all I can pretty much say at this point. Death Knight now resurrected at the tavern. Naga Sea Witch is back, but it really gave the hero advantage back over to Yumiko, as Yumiko now has the economic advantage and the hero advantage. She just doesn't have the tech advantage right now, which could be a problem, as we are now going into mass towers. So Yumiko is sitting at 33 over 48, and the only thing that he can really do with this army, though, is defend. He doesn't have much of an army. He can't really attack anywhere, as the militia will come out of militia mode by the time they get anywhere important. Archmage now looking to finish off some Sasquatch here. In comes a Naga Sea Witch illusion. It's going to get taken out very quickly. And now what is this Mountain King going to do? Pick up some sentry wards. Does have a Boots of Speed. Now going in for a Staff of Teleportation, as we are seeing 4 obsidian statues. This could be huge. We are at Black Citadel. We are upgrading Destroyer form. And if you absorb a lot of that, if you absorb mana well enough, and you have 2 pretty much full mana destroyers, that could be enough to take down these towers. We are now upgrading the castle. We need to perhaps be seeing like a good counter to destroyers coming in sometime soon. Meanwhile, Mountain King still continuing to just push down over here. Gonna try to do a little bit more creeping. Th000 at level 3, there we go. There's that absorb mana that I was talking about. Oh, 3 destroyers and absorb mana. And what is going down? So it is going to be 4 destroyers. 4 straight up destroyers. Absolutely no obsidian statues whatsoever. So this is going to be a suicide push. Is it going to be enough? The guard towers, you can see that splash damage, how effective that is. 1 guard tower already down, a 2nd guard tower already down, and here we go. Water elementals. Oh, devour magic. What a huge hit. Destroyer, 4 destroyers, and this is going to be a complete turnaround, folks. Mountain King needs to perhaps use that potion, and now the guard towers are here, but so much splash damage coming in from those destroyers. Destroyers are taking down all of these guard towers left and right, and these obsidian or these destroyers just doing their job, taking down all of the units. You cannot even try to call to arms, because these destroyers will take down the militia in a matter of seconds. One guard tower now trying to be placed up here, but Th000 in a dominant fight inside the space. Multiple scout towers now being placed down. The Goblin Shredder doesn't even want to join in on the fight, as we now see that the militia are now making their way over. Lich is at level 1. You can see that the towers are here, and yes, Samdan is just striking back, and it looks like the destroyers are gonna finish off this entire army, and all it took was a tech switch, a quick tech switch into multiple destroyers, and that could be the game, folks. We'll see what's gonna happen. Oh, one very low hit point destroyer down to 56. It looks like it is gonna be able to escape here. The Lich, Frost Nova, more damage being dealt. All of these destroyers just going to town, taking down all of these guard towers here. Another guard tower does go down. And what is this? A Frost Nova, Death Coil could be coming in. Death Knight could finish off the Mountain King, could finish off that Archmage. Are we going to get a Fork Lightning? Yes, there's the Staff of Sanctuary. Archmage escapes at 13 hit points. But this expansion will get taken down. So, oh, what is this? The Mountain King. Oh, that's right. The Mountain King gets teleported back to the highest tech building. So it doesn't get teleported back to home. It gets teleported back to the castle. And Yumiko loses game 2. Wow. How often do you see this happen? Gold Mine, Yumiko 4,000 ahead. Lumber Harvested 1,000 ahead. Heroes. Heroes, I guess, did definitely favor Th000, but Th000 at one point was behind in Heroes. Hero kills, Yumiko had the advantage. Overall army size, Th000 with the larger army against Yumiko. Yumiko was never able to macro up. Yumiko relying way too much. Way too much on those guard towers, and it really showed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.